Well, maybe no. I've noticed there's been a lot of discontent with bricklayers on social media, which is feeling hard done by really. Job's shit. They're not happy about it. A lot of people moaning about it. So let's discuss and see if we can find well, we know the problems, I suppose, and find a solution. Sites. We'll start on sites. We're going to domestics. I'll say before I start, there's a lot of bricklayers who are actually doing all right. I know there is. I mean, I do all right. But they're probably on domestics doing their own. They've built up a good base of clients and builders and that, and you know, they plod through and they're happy. But they're a minority. We are a minority. I'm 68 now, so I don't need much. I had a lot of good builders under my belt and good clients on recommendations. Most of these builders I work for are all retired or dead now, so you know, that's how it goes. And I'll be honest, the young builders now, most of them not the same calibre, are they? They don't really know what they're doing, do they? A lot of them driving about in a big flash 4-wheel drive and leased up and whatever, and probably got 300 quid in their pocket, can't pay on a Friday. But anyway, let's forget about that and get on with building sites. Let's start with health and safety. You've got to have health and safety. One death on the site is too much, you know, as simple as that. It's over the top. It's well over the top, and all this going around carding people for this, that and the other. It's ridiculous. They treat you like children, and we're not children. Or we shouldn't be. We shouldn't behave like children. But I just want to go through a couple of statistics here, what I came across. In 1900, turn of the century, there's 4,400 deaths on building sites. I'm going to use 1975 as a baseline of everything I'm doing on this video. So wait to the end, please, and you'll see why. In 1975, there's 182 deaths. And in 2023, last year, there was 53 deaths. So that's a big difference. That's good. But I couldn't find out how many people were in the construction in 1975. But there was 300,000 houses built, whereas in 2023 there was only 210,000. So there's a bit of a difference in the workforce there, but it's still a difference in people who died. And you know, if we can better that, that's good. But you know, all this you can't wear shorts on site in the summer, and you know where I'm coming from. It's ridiculous, and it's making the job unattractive, and people don't want to get involved in it, and I don't understand why. But what I did find out with this health and safety is that the biggest cause of death was falling from height. But what really shocked me was 34% of people who died on building sites last year were over 60. Over 60. I didn't realise there was that many people over 60 working on sites. And they're only 11, well there isn't, they're only 11% of the workforce. So what's going on there? I always used to say, well, it's common sense, isn't it? You know, you young kids ain't got no common sense. We don't need this health and safety, us old boys, because we've got the common sense. Well, obviously not. Actually, I don't think that's the cause. I'll be quite honest, I'm 68, as I said, and we do lose our marbles. And the trouble is with us old ones who are still a bit mobile and go, well, we think we can do more than we can, and we can't. And we're men, aren't we? That's how we are. We still think we're 18, and that's probably the biggest cause of it. I mean, a prime example, last week I went to look at a job. I've worked in this street before. There's about 10 houses, got little dwarf walls run right the way through, built by the builder 40 years ago. And got a phone call, knocked a pier down. Go and have a look, yeah, give them a price. I'll sort it out in a week. So yesterday, Saturday morning, I got up, I thought, well, I'll go around now, clean all the bricks up, get it all ready, get the sand and cement and a few bricks I need to tidy it up. And be a nice job on a Monday morning. I'll be done by 11. You know, weighed on and that's it. Gets there Saturday, drives in, see the wall there, driveway pulled in, there's a car there. No one about, don't matter, don't need them. Spent an hour there cleaning it all up and that. Stood back, admired my work as you do. Looked up the road and I thought, oh fuck me dead. I'm in the wrong house, aren't I? Fucking 4 doors up is the wall I'm supposed to be doing what's been knocked down. They're all just all identical. That's what I mean. As you get old, you do lose your marbles. That wasn't dangerous, but you know where I'm coming from. But anyway, yeah, health and safety. Yeah, it's 2 on top, but it's needed. Next on the list, NHBC. Well, I think the NHBC, we do need a body or something like that to oversee work on sites. When I worked, not on all house bashing, more on the more upper class jobs, we had clerk of the works, and I was employed by the client, and he came around and inspected all the work. It worked fine. It protected the client from the build pulling any strokes and all that. Yeah, and we need something like that, but they're just too big for their boots. All this plumbing up wall ties and just the shit they want. And you know, it's another thing. They come on site, they close the sites for half a day and that for an inspection. You lose money on that, don't you? It's all about money at the end of the day. You might have a passion in the job, but we all go to work to earn the money. That's what it's all about. That's what gives us the nice things in life. NHBC, yeah, really making it hard for contractors, subcontractors now, bricklayers. You know, we're having to do stuff. I don't mind doing stuff. There's nothing wrong with it. Cleaning, we've been, you know, in Australia, they've been washing cavities out for years. They get paid for it, you know. If you can't be doing things you're not getting paid, and that's what they're asking you to do now. So that structure needs to be sorted out. But you do need someone to check it, because these fucking site agents ain't got a clue, have they? Actually, talking about site managers, that's my next thing. Site managers, tossers, aren't they? Really, most of them. Graduates don't know nothing, do they? Really, you know, when I first started, there was either ex-carpenters, a few bricklayers, and there was tradesmen. They knew the job, they knew how to run the job, they knew how to be done. You could talk to them, you could talk sense to them. I mean, you always got the odd, you know, nasty piece of work, but generally not. We all got on well. We're all from, you know, all from the same thing. So yeah, they are a problem. It's just, and sites are a problem, aren't they? You know, the silos breaking down, just disorganisation. Bricks just being dumped in mud in the rain, nothing covered up. You know, especially these shit concrete bricks are asking to use now. How are you supposed to do anything? So yeah, again, it just makes the job unattractive. Why would you go in there? I wouldn't. And then subbies. When I started, I worked for a subby. There was subbies. I was on the cards. I think a lot of us on the cards, and a lot of the bricklayers worked bonus. So you got your week's wages, but if you laid over the top, you got a bonus. You got more money. And if you laid under, you still got the same money. It was a good system, really. It was great. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Don't have that now, do we? There's the two types of subbies, isn't there? There's a young jumped up upstart who thinks he can make a few quid out of it. Again, he's got the full truck on lease and probably got no more than 300 quid in his pocket, and takes the jobs on and can't pay you till he gets paid. And then things go wrong. He don't get paid, you don't get paid, and it gets right messy. It's not their fault. They've been allowed to do it. The building companies should vet these people, and if they haven't got at least 2 months' wages or access of 2 months' wages in their bank account to pay their boys, they should not be taking these people on. They shouldn't do. And then you get to the other end of the spectrum is the big subbies. And let me tell you this, because it's all about money again. The biggest subby in the country at the moment on his adverts is paying between £20 and £23 an hour for bricklayers. Yeah, get that? Lidl's are paying £20 an hour for people working in their warehouse. That's how much our job's been downgraded. And this company's got a turnover of 80 million, profit of 3.6 million and 7.3 million assets. And they're dictating the prices, really, aren't they? You know, I see some prices like £700 a thousand on timber frame. Oh, go fuck yourself. You know, you ain't going to make no money on there, are you? You really ain't. And just hold on till the end, because it's really important. And subbies, you get like the medium-sized ones. They moan and they go, well, you don't realise what we have to do. We have to find the work. We have to, you know, find the wages, get the money off the main builder to pay you, and, you know, organise things. That's your fucking job. It's what you do. What are you moaning about? You're the subcontractor. That's how you earn your money, organising things and paying people. Oh dear. Hours. I see jobs advertised in London, 7:30 till 5 with 1 half-hour break. I just don't get it. I mean, It's actually legal, believe it or not. I don't know how they get away with it. Listen, I've always grafted. We always worked 8 o'clock till the pub's opened at 5 o'clock before all day opening round my way. So you work till sort of then till you get in the pub at 5, have a couple of beers before you go home. And we used to have, in them days, it'd be 2 half-hour breaks, definitely on the domestic anyway, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and we'd stop about 3 o'clock, have a cup of tea and a biscuit and that then. That old school, that's what we did. And then when all day opening came in, we was working only till 4 o'clock then. And I've always done it, half day on a Friday. And it'd be 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock break, half hour, 1 o'clock break, half hour, and then 4 o'clock down the boozer. But we earned money. We grafted, we earned money. We was organised. It was all about organisation. And you're not killing yourself. You're fucking working 8 till, was it, what did I just say, fucking 8 o'clock till fucking 5:30. What a life and that, I'll tell you. Yeah, so I don't know, and I've noticed these seem to be foreign subcontractors as well, like the Albanian boys are now doing these hours, and using foreign labour really, and they're quite happy to do it. Listen, we went to Germany and we did it. We had no intention of paying any tax in Germany or anything like that. We just want to earn the money and bring it back to the UK. A few lads stayed out there, but and that's only what these lads, these Russians, Moldavians, Ukrainians are doing here. It's wrong, but you know, it's not their fault. You know, if they can better themselves doing it, they're doing it. It's, you know, it's the government's fault for allowing it to happen. The next thing what happens is, coming to recession, which I think we're in now, but we definitely will be shortly, trust me. The site lads, they've got no work, so they get into the domestic side of it, or they try to get the domestic side of it. And you get the greedy builders, you know, even though you might have worked for a builder for years, but they'll take a cheaper price. So you've got the fella who's been on £600 a thousand and £15 a metre on the block work, whatever. Oh yeah, it's a bit of domestic now, 2-storey extension. Oh, we get £1 a brick on that, charge £1 a brick and £25 a metre. And the builder goes, yeah, that's nice, it's cheaper than what I've been charged. And they'll get there and then they realise, oh fuck, what have we done here? Get to the first lift, where's the scaffolders? Scaffolders don't show up for 2 or 3 days, so you sat home 2 or 3 days waiting for that. Get up to the joist lift, well, who's putting the joists on? Oh, you got to wait for the chippy. Well, if you've got half a brain, you do it yourself. You say to the builder, look, we'll do that. Then you get to sit on the next lift of scaffold. Then you get to the top and you've got the gables, you wait for the chippy then. Then you realise that £1 of brick ain't worth a toss, it's nothing. But you've took the job from me, because you've underpriced me, thinking you're on a good price and you're not. And that always happens. Yeah. Right, let's go on to basically money, really. Right, I think we can safely say that on an average wage in the UK, we're saying £220 a day is basic day work. I think, you know, that's what I see being average. I see 200s as well, 220, I see 230, but 220. Anyone who thinks that is a good wage needs to go and seek medical attention, because trust me, and you wait till the end, I'll show you, it is a pile of shit. You are just surviving on it. It is no money at all, and we are being robbed and you are being robbed, and I'm not being robbed because I won't work for it. But anyway, now please listen carefully what I'm going to say next to. I started before 1970. I was on the odd in 1975, right? I was getting £55 a week. I was getting £11 a week. You get £11 a day. You could have £9 a day, and if you took that, if it rained, a wet day, you'd get paid. You get paid £9. On the £11 a day, you didn't. If you got rained off, you lost it. But we was greedy. We just took £11. Bricklayers, and I really had to hunt a few bricklayers down and find a few people up all through the country, because a lot of bricklayers who worked in 1975 are dead, and the ones who aren't couldn't remember. But we got to a thing, and they was earning an average of about £90 a week. Right, we was getting paid well. I was on £55 a week. The average wage for a manual worker in the UK was £48 something. I was earning more than my dad at 19. You know, on the odd. So bricklayers average, some would say, oh, we was up north, we was only on 60 or 70, but the average was £90, what I can fathom out. Right, and we're saying the average wage in 2024 is £1,100. Right, listen to this. pint of beer, pint of lager in 1975 was 23 pence, right? So for your £90, you could buy 391 pints of beer. In 2024, the average price of beer is a fiver. It's a bit more, I am, but you know, let's say a fiver. You could only buy 220 pints of beer for your week's wages. You know, that's nearly fucking half, isn't it? That's how much you're out on your buying power for going to work all week. Gets worse. In 1975, average house price was £9,800, right? You could buy an house on your 1975 wages of £90 a week. It would be 109 weeks' wages would buy your house. Now, the price of your house is £300,000. That is £273. 273 times wages. 109 against 273. You see it now? So, to earn that money, the equivalent to earn the money, to have the buying power and the way of life you had in 1975, you would need to earn £480 a day now, which is £2,400 a week, and that is what we should be earning. If you look at the stuff from the government, that which I have done, and I ain't no fucking expert on this, but they put figures together and they lie. I mean, we always know they lie. We've got to look at how they lie. And they will do averages of things like fuel actually hasn't gone up that much in real terms, believe it or not. So they'll use fuel and colour TVs. Colour TVs were extortionate in 1975. They only just come out. And all these kind of figures to, you know, to try and con it. Let me tell you now, not last government, not this government, every government since 1975 has nibbled away and took this money away from you and got you where you are now, where you're just fucking going to work, struggle. And it is all about the money. So, that makes your £1,100 look pretty stupid, doesn't it? You basically, right now, you're self-employed. What about your pension? Don't rely on the state pension. I'll tell you what, it's only a bit of beer money, really. Nowadays, it's nothing. What have you done about it? Have you got a private pension? Have you bought another house? What, you rented out? What are you going to do when you get older? To be quite honest, 50, 55, you're burnt out. Most people are. I mean, like I said, I'm 68. I can't do a day's work now, a proper week's work now. Wouldn't want to, but I'll plod along, do it 2 or 3 days a week at my own pace. You know, it's impossible. You wear your body out. You know, we should be retiring at 55. You know, and people say, well, surgeons only earn 100 grand a year, that and the other, and you want this kind of money. Look what fucking footballers earn. They retire at 30. So, you know, that thing is a load of nonsense. Health. You have an accident at work. You insured against that. You got to pay for that, haven't you? Your holidays you got to pay for. All that is £1,100 a week, which is nothing. So, what do we do about it? I don't know. I like the idea of unions. The only trouble is unions are politically affiliated, aren't they, to political parties, really. And trouble is, you get activists in there and they just use a union to attack another political party, don't they? Which is no good to us, is it? We're workers. It works in America, doesn't it? They have unions in America. It seems to work there. Canada, I don't know. Australia, they have got unions there, but I don't know the structure of it. I don't know how it works. I think a union would work in this country for construction workers if it was properly run and wasn't politically affiliated. And I think that is what we need to go forward. It needs to... did I mention CSCS? That's another fucking bone of contention, that is, isn't it? I'm not even going to talk about that because we all know what it is and we all know it's a complete fucking scam. Another thing what makes the job unattractive. So, I don't know, what can we conclude from this? That it probably ain't a job worth getting into now. We do need some kind of union to pull it all together to help people. A lot of people should be self-employed. They should be on the cards. Unless you decide to become self-employed and start your own business, that's a different thing. What we do need is to train people up, don't we? Foreign labour, what's the point of bringing foreign labour in? They're not up to NHBC standards, are they? We're building houses because we've got people got nowhere to live, so where's this foreign labour going to live? They ain't going to be out living in the hotels, are they? Because they're full up. So yeah, I didn't do an apprenticeship. I did a TOPS course, which was brought in by the Labour government actually. And it was a fantastic course for many trades, and it worked really well. A lot of bricklayers my age all done it. And it was basically 6 months course, and it was the first year of the apprenticeship and a bit more, and it was full on practical every day, 4.5 days, and done half a day theory on a Friday. I reckon nowadays, and people won't agree with this, but I reckon that course, if that was brought back in, I've heard the NHBC are doing so, I'm not sure. If that course was brought back in, we only need 3 months now. Bricklayers do not need to learn what I've learned, what I know, and what bricklayers my age learned, all the fancy stuff and other, for building boxes, basically, for volumetric houses. We just need to teach bricklayers to build a corner, put a profile up, run the line to the line, plumb perps, all the NHBC standards at a decent speed. And I could have 30 bricklayers in my class, and after 3 months, I'll guarantee I would turn most of them out on site, and they'd be okay. They'd need watching, they'd be okay. That's all we need to build houses, just a labour force, and pay them decent money. If they want to learn all the fancy stuff, and that stuff should be available at colleges, you know, if you want to learn all your arches and that as further education, maybe do that at night or something. But if we're just getting, you know, feet on scaffold boards and getting houses built, you can do that. People saying you can't teach Britain, you can. For what we need now, you can do that, definitely. Yeah, you know. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and take some in. And I'm not going to comment on the comments. I'll just let you lads. I don't want to get a lot of comments on this. I know that. Let you lads discuss yourselves. I'm sure you've been discussing it anyway, haven't you? You know, you're in the thick of it. There was a few things that more I wanted to mention, but I don't want to keep the video because it's just me talking. I don't want to be boring the life out of you. But yeah, I'll be interested to hear what you think of what I said, and how you think we should go. Where are you going to be? I'm out of it now, basically. I'm Dad's army now. But yeah, you young lads, you've got to do something, because, telling you, by the time you're 55, most of you will be fucked. And what are you going to do? Think about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. If I don't speak to you or see you before, Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year.